Come on into this space. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hello, hello, everybody. Come on in, come on in. I'm going to give some people some time to come in. I hope everybody is having an amazing day so far. Okay. I hope everybody is having an amazing day so far. Hey, Shay Shay, how are you? Hey, Amari, how are you? Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm giving people time to get in. I hope y'all are ready. We're getting ready to really dive into a conversation. Um, and I'm going to provide strategy that's going to help you as well. So I hope you are excited about that. All right. Today we're going to be talking about faith over fear. We're going to be talking about faith today. Faith today. Faith over fear and manifesting the life you were made for. Manifesting the life that you were made for. Because I want you to understand that you do have the ability to manifest the life that you desire. You have the ability. Somebody needs to really recognize that. You have the ability to manifest the life that you desire for yourself. It doesn't matter your upbringing, where you come from, what city or state you was born in. Once you come to that realization that you have the ability to manifest the life that you want, this is where you will go through a process of elimination. You will go through a process where you now understand that there are some things that you need to let go of. Hey, Bree, there are some things that you need to let go of in your life, right? There are some things that you need to add to your life. But we have to understand that God is a God of multiplication. Though God is a God of multiplication, it is our job to subtract. Hey, Shay, it is our job to add, right? So I want you to really think about the type of people that you are adding to your life, the type of people that you are subtracting from your life, because this is going to play a huge part in you manifesting the things that you desire. I want you to think about the environments that you are adding to your life, the environments that you are subtracting from your life. It plays a huge part in you manifesting. That's why throughout your process of manifesting and creating the life that you desire, you are going to evolve. You are going to transform. And you are going to go through moments where you feel, a sense of disappointment because everybody cannot go with you. All right. Everybody cannot go with you. I know you probably want everybody to go with you, but you will not have that ability because everybody do not have the same mindset. Okay. Everybody don't have the same mindset. So when you made up in your mind that you were going to create the life that you desire, because when God created you, he created you to create. So that's why we're going to say today that we're not going to make any more excuses. We're going to, hey, Christina, we're going to make up in our mind today that we're no longer going to give fear power. Hey, Cassandra, we're going to make up in our mind that we are no longer, right? Somebody say that. I'm no longer going to give fear power and authority. right? Because God gave me the ability to what? Create my own life. So, like I said earlier, you have to make up in your mind that you're going to be intentional about the life that you desire because God has given you that ability. Hey, Amanda, God is giving you that ability. Somebody say, I have the ability to create the life that I desire. So as you see on this board, you see brain, subconscious, and mindset. And then you see life, business, relationship, finances, and education. Where today we're going to deal with life. That's what we're going to focus on today. Hey, Dominique, we're going to focus on life today because many of you, there's some things that you desire for your life. If I'm talking good, hearted up, right? There's some things you desire for your life and you're trying to figure out, how do I accomplish these things? There's some obstacles that are coming too. If I'm talking to you, let me know in the chat. There's some obstacles that keep occurring every single time you put a foot forward, right? It seems like something tries to push you backwards, right? I want you to understand that is not the devil. That is life, okay? That is the system of life. Hey, Tiara, that is the system of life. And so you have a decision to make. Are you going to allow life? Hey, Relita, you're going to allow life to determine the life that you want? Or are you going to really walk with the authority that God has given you? So as I said earlier, we got brain, subconscious, mindset. So when we are talking about the brain, of course, we know what the brain is, right? We know that. But the thing is, it's the subconscious mind that we ignore, that we're not aware of, that we have no knowledge of, right? We all talk about the conscience, my conscious mind. I say this all the time. We operate off of our subconscious mind 95% of the day. 95% of the day. Well, the subconscious mind is the part of the mind that we are unaware of. The subconscious mind is where our battlefield is. Is where our battlefield is. And why is that? It is because when we were children, when we were born into this world, guess what? Our subconscious mind began to become established. We started to build our subconscious mind. And our subconscious mind was built from other people. It was built from our parents. It was built from who our parents put us around. Because the subconscious mind is built between the ages of 0 to 7. The thing is, many people, what they call the devil is not the devil. It's the battlefield of the subconscious mind. Because maybe when you were between the ages of 0 and 7, you saw a lot of arguing. You saw a lot of negativity. Maybe you didn't have someone saying that you could do anything you put your mind to. And so when you decided that you were finally going to do something, that battlefield, you went into a battlefield with your subconscious mind because you are unaware of who your enemy is. You are unaware that your enemy is actually teaching that was established between the ages of 0 and 7, and that is through the eye gate and the ear gate. All right. So it was the things that your eyes was exposed to and the things that your ears heard. And because of that, you are in a battlefield. And as bad as you want to make this happen, you are going back and forth with a part of your mind that you're not aware of. And this is why self-development is so important. This is why it is so vital that you start actually taking care of you. Hey, Stephanie, you got to start taking care of you. You have to start putting yourself first. Why? Because you have to learn what's in you. And the only way to learn what's in you, you have to deal with you. Okay? You have to deal with you. Thank you for sharing. You have to, somebody say, I got to deal with me. I have to deal with me. And I have to figure out what is going on with me for real that I am unaware of, that it seems like when I try to do something, I get pushed down. When it seems like I write the vision and make it plain, I don't see anything manifest. So you got to make up in your mind in this season of your life to do something different. Somebody say, I got to do something different. That's the thing. So many of us talk about what we want to accomplish. We talk about all these things we want to see in the earth. but yet we're not willing to do anything different. We keep moving at the same pace, with the same rhythm, with the same energy, with the same mindset, but we're expecting something different. Do you not know in order to manifest the life that you desire, you have to become a different person? You have to become a different person. You know, we talk about the scripture, the Bible, and so many people only relate it to religious aspects. No. When the Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of the mind, when it says that I'm a new creature, I'm a new creation, because when I am looking for something new, I have to become a new person. I'm trying to help y'all. I have to become a new person. And if you're not willing to become a new person, you're not going to get a new reality. You're going to keep getting set back. So yes, you got a big vision. How many of y'all got big visions? How many of you got big visions and you see big things for your life? I always say big, bigger, better, and greater, right? How many of you see bigger, better, and greater for your life? Well, if you see bigger, better, and greater for your life, guess what? You have to do something different within you. And guess what? The person you are right now is the reason your life is the way it is right now. Ooh, I'm going to say that again. The person you are right now is the reason your life is the way it is right now. If you are not satisfied with the life you currently have, that means you have to become a new person. That means your mind needs to be renewed so that you can transform into the person that is necessary for what you're writing down, for what you desire. That's what this means, y'all. So that means you have to be willing to get uncomfortable because you've been this person. Some of you, some of us, we've been the same person for 10 years. We've been the same person for 20 years. We've been the same person for 30 plus years. So you have to get uncomfortable because now you're about to break cycles and patterns. Hey, Bobby, you're about to break patterns and cycles that you know nothing about because now you're about to deal with your inner man. You're about to deal with your inner man because in order to go to the next level in your business, in your life, in relationship, you have to be willing to become. You have to be willing to become. You have to make up in your mind and say, who I currently am is messing up my destiny. Who I currently am is causing me to stay stuck, stagnated, and bound. So I have to make a decision right now. Not tomorrow, not next month, not your next birthday. You got to make a decision right now because the only moment that matters is right now. So you got to make a decision and say, I am going to deal with myself and get my mind renewed so that I can transform. So I'm going to deal with me so that I can tap into my subconscious and figure out what is in my subconscious that's holding me back. What is in my subconscious that's causing me to stay stagnated? What is in my subconscious that's causing fear to consume me every single time I go after my purpose? What is in my subconscious? The only way to figure that out, you got to deal with you. Somebody say, I got to deal with me. I got to deal with me. There's no more pointing fingers. There's no more pointing fingers at your mom. There's no more pointing fingers at your dad. There's no more pointing fingers at the educational system. There's no more pointing fingers at your upbringing. It is time now. I got to look in the mirror and be honest with me and say, I am where I am right now because of me. I am where I am right now because everything else had my attention and it took my attention off of me. It took my attention off of the betterment of my life. It took my attention off of my health. It took my attention off of my finances. You got to say to yourself, in this season of my life, I'm not doing that no more. Somebody say, I'm not doing that no more. I'm going to focus on me because I can't really help anybody until I help myself first. I can't help nobody adore until I help me first. I got to deal with me. I got to deal with me. I got to allow pouring to occur in me. I got to get so uncomfortable that when people see me again, they can't recognize me, Shay. That they won't be able to recognize me. That they're going to say she talked different. She looked different. She smelled different. Because there is a transformation that has occurred. Because God told me that my life is bigger than where I am. God told me that I am the creator of my life. God told me that I can have the desires of my heart. So why am I settling for somebody else's desires? Because that's what's in the subconscious that's blocking you. What somebody else put there. So now it's time to get plucked out. It got to get plucked out because there should be no reason why fear keeps coming up every time I want to walk in my gift. Every time I want to walk in my purpose. Every time I want to do something for me, fear wants to creep up and tell me that I can't do it. Fear wants to get in my driver's seat and try to drive me down a different path when I know for a fact God told me that I have all the capabilities of doing this. So now I need to deal with me now because the battle is against me and me. It's me versus me. It's me versus me. And if you want your life, Sophia, to become better, what you have to do is you got to really realize that the person that's been defeating you is you. The person that's been defeating you is you. There's a part of you that wants you to stay stuck. There's a part of you that wants you to stay bound. There's a part of you that wants you to stay in trauma. There's a part of you that wants you to stay disconnected, discombobulated. There's a part of you that wants that for you, Audrey, but you got to say, oh, not anymore. Not anymore. I only want what's best for me. And now it's time for me to get in the boxing ring. You've been trying to get in the boxing ring with your auntie, Sierra. You've been trying to get in the boxing ring with your mama. You've been trying to get in the boxing ring with your dad. You've been trying to get in the boxing ring with your friends. You've been trying to get in the boxing ring with your siblings. But now it's time to get in the boxing ring with you. It's time to get in the boxing ring with you and realize that you have been the problem. And I know that's an ouch moment, like, wait, yeah, you've been the problem because something in you doesn't want you to be great. But when God created you, he created you very good. He created you very good. He did not give you these gifts to sleep on. He did not give you these ideas to sleep on. So we got to figure out what's in your subconscious mind. Somebody needs to say, it's time for me to figure it out. You got to figure out what's in your subconscious mind. Because I promise you, your subconscious mind is holding you back. And there needs to be a purge. And then it needs to be a replacement. For everything that's purged out, something needs to replace it in your subconscious mind so that you can begin to move from that place. And that place is for you, not against you. That place is for you, not against you. I want you to understand that. Then when it comes to your mindset, how are you thinking throughout the day? Consciously. How are you thinking? What are you allowing to pour into your mind? What are you listening to, Tara? Who are you listening to, Tara? These are things that you got to ask yourself. What are you allowing your eyes to see? Huh? What are you allowing are you watching a whole bunch of nonsense? Are you listening to people that can help you get to your next? What are you pouring into you on a daily basis? How do you start your day? How do you continue your day? How do you finish your day? Because you want a better life. How many of you want a better life? If you want a better life, put in the chat, I want a better life. How many of you want a better life? How many of you know that the life you have right now should be way better than what it is right now? And I know some people will probably be like, no, I'm good. Okay, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that want a better life because God is showing you a better life, right? Tiara said, I want a better life. Christina said, I want a better life. Who else? You want a better life. Now I want you to ask yourself, what does that better life look like for you? Because everybody's better life does not look the same. Everybody don't want to live in a big old house. Some people want to live in a townhouse. Some people want to just live in a condo. What does the better life like to you? Everybody don't want to be a vegan, okay? Some people just want to eat fish and vegetables and call it a day, right? What does that better life look like to you? Everybody don't want to drive a Mercedes-Benz. Some people just want a Honda. What does that better life look like to you? Not what somebody implanted in your mind, but what does it look like to you? Everybody don't want to go to the gym to work out. Some people just want to walk in their neighborhood. What does that better life look like to you? This is something you need to really ask yourself and really think about. I want you to really think about it because you have the ability to manifest that better life. Everybody don't want to get married. Everybody don't. What does that better life look like to you? Not what people want you to be, not what people want your life to look like, but what does it look like for you? Because you're the one that got to live it. You're the one that got to wake up in the same body every time you have breath. You're the one that got to do that. So what does that better life look like for you? It is vital and it is very, very, very important that you understand that you deserve to live, not just exist. You deserve to produce the life you desire in the earth. You deserve that because your Father is the King. Our Father is the King of Kings. He is of royalty. We are of a royal priesthood. So why are we settling? Hey, Mary, why are we settling? Somebody needs to say, I ain't settling no more. I'm not settling no more. Because when it comes to your life, we're talking relationships, partnerships. We're talking homes, cars. We're talking traveling. We're talking businesses. We're talking all of that. You can't settle no more. Don't you dare settle. Don't you dare do that to yourself. You done did that long enough. And what has it done for you? I want you to think about that. What has it done for you? Every time you settled, Mary, what did it do for you? Right? So I want you to understand. We're going to go over number one. Number one is understanding what? Fear versus faith. Fear versus faith. Okay? We want to understand that because I want you to understand that fear has a job and faith got a job too. Fear has a job and faith got a job too. Which one are you going to hire? Which one are you going to hire? Because you got one that'll come in and try to bamboozle you. You got one that'll cause you to say, you know what, I think I'm going to go over here because it's a little bit easier. And that's called fear. Faith is a little different because faith can turn around and cause you to get intimidated a little bit. Faith can cause you to get, I don't know if I can do this. But faith is the one that you need to hire. That's the one that you need on your team. That's the one that you need to listen to. You don't need to listen to fear because fear will cause you to see things that do not exist. Hey, Miss Marie, fear will cause you to believe things that do not exist. And then it also causes what is called a setback. Fear will cause a setback for you. Oh, if you can relate to me, let me know in the chat because you know you should have had your breakthrough moment 5 years ago. You should have bought your house 12 years ago. But fear stopped you. Fear. When you should have hired faith on your team. And the thing that I love about God, God will give you another opportunity. And that opportunity he's given to you right now. God is giving you the opportunity right now to say that you're going to choose faith. And you're going to hire faith to be on your team. And it doesn't matter how intimidated you get. It doesn't matter if you're shivering. It doesn't matter if fear banging on your door. It doesn't matter if fear trying to get in the car. You're going to drive off with just faith in the car. Because you tried fear. If you tried fear, let me know in the chat. You've already tried fear. What did fear do for you? Fear did not do anything for you but set you back. Fear didn't do anything for you but make you feel like, dang, something is missing in my life. Fear didn't do anything for you but cause you to keep a vision inside your head. But now is the time to remember what fear did to you. It didn't do nothing for you. It was against you. So that's why in this season, you can't give fear authority. You got to shut fear down and say, been there, done that, got a t-shirt and a mask. And guess what? I ain't going back. I ain't going back. You will not have any power. You will not have any authority. I know my value. I know my worth. I know my ability. And I know what God told me. So no, I'm not going to allow fear to stop me. I'm not. I'm going to press towards the mark, even while shivering, even while clueless, even while I got so many questions, even though I want to stop, I'm going to keep going because I've already stopped and it set me back. I already stopped and it caused me to settle for less than what I know I deserve. I already stopped. And it caused me to miss out on that opportunity that was going to get me to 6 figures. I already stopped. And it caused me to miss out on that promotion in that business. I already stopped. And it caused me to miss out on going viral. I already stopped. See, some of you, God has said, I want to use you. I got gifts inside of you, ready to flow through you so that you can get the life that you desire. Because your gifts make room for you, but you keep allowing fear to stop you. Somebody needs to say, not anymore. I am giving faith its rightful place. And I don't care how hard it may be. I'm going to allow faith to remain on my team. Because the only way I can win the championship for my life, the only way I can win the championship for my life is with faith on my team. I cannot win the championship with fear on my team. I will lose every single time. I will lose every single time. And the truth is, let's look at the record. We've already been losing. Fear has caused us to lose so much already. Fear. It's time to get fired. Okay? It's time that I have faith on my team. Am I helping y'all today? Because I want y'all to understand this. Because your life is getting ready to change. But you have to what? Purge your subconscious. Your subconscious needs a purge, y'all. Fear can't have no more power. Some of you have literally been given opportunities and you let fear shut the door in your face. And it was going to change your financial status. It was going to change your living arrangement. It was going to change your relationship. It was going to change your livelihood. It was going to change your business. But you allow fear to stop you. You cannot do that anymore. You are worth way more than that. You deserve way more than that. You will look up and be like, oh my gosh, I'm really living in what was in my head. I'm really living in the home that I wanted. I'm really driving the car that I want, and I don't even have a payment because I was bold enough to walk out on faith and say I'm paying cash money for my dream car. And I didn't care who laughed. Come on, somebody, who am I talking to? I didn't care who laughed at me and said, girl, you crazy. Huh? I made a decision that I was going to speak those things as though they already are, regardless of what my finances look like, my situation look like. And I'm going to get in alignment and I'm going to go get what God said I can have. So not only did I speak it, decree it, and declare it, Habakkuk 2:2, I wrote it down. I wrote it down, then I read it and I ran. And I ran every play with faith on my team. That's the mindset you got to have. You got to have that mindset. You got to have that mindset. And when you get on that battlefield in your subconscious, and now you on that battlefield, because there's stuff that's been embedded in you that you can't remember, you need to also remember that fear ain't did nothing for you, but keep you stuck, stagnated, and bound. That's what you need to remember. Fear didn't do nothing but keep you stuck, stagnated, and bound. It's time for you to do something different. Somebody put in the chat, I am doing something different now. We ain't waiting till tomorrow. We ain't waiting till the next birthday. We ain't waiting until the summertime. We are doing it now. Somebody say, I am doing something different now. Because when you do something different, you're going to get something different. And that's what you need. You need, Dominique, something different. You need something different for your life. That's right, Tiara. You need something different for your life. Number 2, what God says about the life you desire. See, now you got to spend some time with God. What is the life that God is saying you desire? You think you coming up with these visions and dreams by yourself? You think your taste buds are what they are because they are? No. You think you driving and you see a beautiful home and you like, wow, for just because? No, you got a taste bug when it comes to your vision. There's a certain taste, that gets your attention when it comes to your vision. That's why everybody don't like the same stuff you like, because God gave you that. God gave you that. You might have been brought up in a family where, your mama, your daddy was okay with that 3-bedroom house that was falling apart. And you've been in that 3-bedroom house that was falling apart since you was a baby. So every time you try to go get something better, you're in a battlefield with your subconscious, because your subconscious is holding on to that 3-bedroom house that's falling apart. So every time you try to elevate in your life, something try to make you feel guilty. But that guilt actually comes from your upbringing. Yeah. And what you got to do is you got to reject that guilt, because something in you doesn't want you to have better than what you've been exposed to. So you got to make up in your mind that you're going to be exposed. You're going to force exposure. You're going to literally go against yourself. You're going to go against yourself. You might be saying to yourself, I want to be clean. I got to go there because we're talking about life. I want to be clean. But growing up between the ages of 0 and 7, you might have seen a messy house. It wasn't so clean. And so you're trying to figure out why your house can't stay clean. Because your subconscious is making the decisions. So how do you become clean when all you've seen is mess? You have to change your environment and change your surroundings. You got to get around people that are clean. You got to get around people that don't deal with mess. This is where the changing of your circle takes place. And this is what's really hard for a lot of people to do, because we get comfortable with certain people in our life. And we're like, okay, this is my go-to person. We're going to do life together. But the truth of the matter is, when you start wanting better for your life, guess what? Your circle has to change. Because everybody in your circle don't want what you want. So once you let go of those people that are not in alignment with where you're trying to go, God will open up doors and bring replacements. I'm not saying that you have to cut these people off. I don't know the plan that God has for your life. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is this. When it comes to your circle, the people you talk to, the people that pour into you, I want you to understand that you need to make a strategic decision when it comes to the people that you allow to pour into you. You need to make a strategic decision when it comes to the people that you want to touch and agree with what you are doing in your life. I say this all the time. Anybody can smile and say they agree with you, but internally, they don't even believe. So indirectly, you just touched and agreed with disagreement. And you're wondering why nothing is happening for you. And this is where it's better to just be silent, because you don't know the heart of man. But if you surround yourself around people that are where you're trying to go, in most cases, they will touch and agree with you for real, because they've already been there. So they already know that faith works. They already know that it doesn't matter where you come from, what your address is. It doesn't matter what your bank account say. They understand that you can still arrive. So you have to be careful with who you connect to and who you tell your next moves to. You have to be careful, because some of you are stagnated because of that. And that has a lot to do with between the ages of 0 to 7, you were around people that ran their mouth a lot and told their business a lot. So guess what? It's normal to you. But you got to make a decision to go against what? That version of you. I'm telling you, so that you can get the result that you're actually aiming for. Number 3, how to walk it out daily. How to walk it out daily. You have to be intentional about your day. If you're trying to produce a certain life, you have to become intentional. You cannot be lazy. Do you know most people are lazy? Did y'all know that? Most people are lazy. Hey, Erica, most people have big dreams, but most people are lazy. So guess what? The people that fulfill their dreams, the people that create the life they desire, they defeat the spirit of laziness. They learn to show up anyway. So you have to change that about yourself. You have to become more consistent and disciplined about your day. And when you become more consistent and disciplined about your day, you will then produce what it is you are trying to produce in the earth. Hey, Marianne, I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, you all, if you implement these things and you reject fear and you reject what you usually do, before this year is over, your life, Candy, will not look the same. It won't. I say this all the time. I tell my story all the time. All it took was me doing something different. One thing, adding one different thing to my lifestyle. One thing, not a million things, one thing. All it caused me to do was get uncomfortable. And my entire life changed for the good. I began to see what was in my head become reality. I began to gain the things that I desire. I began to learn the power of manifestation. I began to learn just how big my faith can be. That's why y'all hear me call God Mega God. He is a mega God, because he can do things that mankind says is impossible. I don't care what your life looks like today. If you make a decision to do something different, you are going to live a different life. If you make a decision to become a different person, you are going to live a different life. And no, you're not two-faced. No, you're not pretending. You are becoming. And when you make a decision to become, you made a decision to change your livelihood. You made a decision to change your lifestyle. And this is when you will experience the suddenly of God. So many people say that, but they don't experience it. Because in order to experience the suddenly of God, you have to be in alignment to experience it. You have to be willing to make certain changes to experience it. So how many of you want a better life? Let me know in the chat. How many of you want a better life? How many of you, like for real, we're not just saying stuff just to say it, but you really want a better life. You want a better life. I look at pictures of me 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't even look like the same person because I changed my life, y'all. I changed my life. I went through a transformation. I renewed my mind. I renewed my mind. You can't pay me to eat a piece of meat. I used to love chicken. I used to love seafood, crab legs, hands down, baby. I used to love those things. You can't pay me to eat it because my mind was renewed and old things were passed away. Behold, all things become new. I don't crave it because my mind was renewed. See, I learned from that process that if your mind is really renewed, there is no craving. Right now, I can go to my sister's house. I can go to my mom's house. They can cook meat. There is not a craving in my body because I did not just say I wasn't going to eat meat. I went through a renewal of the mind. So my mindset is totally different. And because I have a new mind, I don't crave it. I want you to understand something. Some of you need a renewing of the mind when it comes to poverty, when it comes to minimum wage, when it comes to settling, when it comes to settling for a certain man in a relationship. You need a new mind. You need a new mind. And when you get that new mind, you get a better life. You get a better life. You get a better result. Some of you need a new mind when it comes to finances because you've been embedded in your mind that finances is evil. Money is evil. Money is spiritual. It flows. It flows. Money is spiritual. The dollar bill is only a representation of what money is, but money is actually spiritual. Money has been here since the beginning of time. It was here before the jobs. It was here when he created Adam and Eve. Money has been here. That's why he created gold. So that should let you know that there is a value in this tool called money. But people will literally read one scripture where it says the love of money is the root of all evil and not realize that that particular word love is referring to the word greed. Because greed causes people to tap into a side of them they have no business tapping into. That has nothing to do with money. Because you can have greed in other areas and be gluttony. You can be overindulging in food and it's not good for you. I want you to understand. So this, you need a purging. Some of you cannot get to your financial goal because you look at money and you are against it. So why would it flow to you? Why would money flow to you if you keep calling it evil? But you say you want to give back. You say you want a nonprofit that's going to produce. You say that you want to build your business here and then plan another one. You say you want to do all these things for your children, but you're rejecting the very tool that can help you do it. You need a mind renewal in that area because money cannot flow to you because you have become an enemy of money. Because some people told you that it's the root of all evil, and that's how they quote it, and it's the love of money, which is the greed of money. It's the root of all evil. That's why you study to show yourself approved, not others. The scripture says study to show yourself approved. It does not say study to show others approval. I want you to understand this because some of you, your life is going to change the minute you decide that you're going to stop moving the same way you've been moving. The same way you've been moving. You've been moving trying to please people. So you done cause yourself to be stuck because you're trying to please everybody. You don't want nobody talking about you, but they already talking about you. You don't want to go for the big house because you don't want people coming for you. You got to change your mindset. You change your mindset, you change your life. You need a new mind. Somebody say, I need a new mind. I need a new mind. I need a new mind. Some of you saying, I just don't know how to keep money in my pocket. How many times you going to keep saying that? So is a man thinker, so is he. Speak those things as though they already are. So you keep speaking these things. Start speaking something else. I am a great steward over my finances. I am a great steward over my children. I'm a great steward over my well-being. I'm a great steward over my vessel. You keep saying it until it is driven into your subconscious mind and you start operating from that place. It's going to change your life. It's going to change your life. I'm telling you. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, like my life really changed for the good. Yeah, it did. It did. Number 4, killing the what if mentality. Destroying the what if mentality. What if? What if? You got to say in this season, you ain't saying what if. You just going to do it. Because fear will make you always say, what if I would have did that? That's right, Tiara. I need a new mind. What if I would have did that? What if I would have did that? I want you, We're destroying that what if mentality. Just do it. Just do it. Do it afraid. You already not did it. Do something different. Do something different. I'm telling you, do something different. Tiara, you said, I'm applying for jobs because my business is still waiting. Make the phone calls. Whatever jobs you apply for, call them. Put pressure on them. Let them know that you want the job. You'll get it. You got to call them. You got to get uncomfortable. Oh, I don't want to nag them. You ain't nagging nobody. You're going after what you want. See, you can't nag nobody when you're going after what you want. I say it all the time. If I'm getting on your nerves, just block me. Because I got a goal. I'm on a mission. So when you want something, you don't stop. You go get it. And you got to make up in your mind that you're going to go get it. That's what you got to do now. You got to go get it. You got to go get it. Because it's not going to come to you. So you got to go get it. And fear going to tell you, oh, no, they're going to say no. Well, they ain't said it yet. So that's false. Fear going to tell you, there ain't no way you can get that. Well, I ain't tried yet. So that's false. Go get it. Make up in your mind that whatever you want, you can go get it. You can have it. You want the job? Go get the job. The job is not going to come to you. You got to go get it. You might have to go up there. You might have to call a few times. And you might be shivering in the process like, man, this is crazy. No. That's a person that's going to get what they want. You got to be willing to go get it. You can't just speak it. You can't just decree it and declare it. You can't just write it down. The scripture says, write the vision and make it plain. He that read it will run. You got to run. You got to go get it. You got to go get it. If you want to make multiple 6 figures, you got to go get that 6 figures. If you want to be a millionaire, you got to go get those millions. If you want the big house, you got to go get the big house. And you got to be willing to do what it takes to get it. You might have to clean your credit up. You might have to start stewarding over your finances better. Huh? But if you want it, you'll go get it. You got to have that mindset. And you got to remove that what if. Because if you don't do it, you're going to be like, what if? What if I would have did this? You know, when I played college basketball, my coach came and got me. Because I wasn't going to play college basketball. I was going to Tennessee or New York. I wanted to sing. That's what I wanted to do. And my coach did something he had no business doing. During that time, we was in the regional championship. And they were playing at our school, but we was not playing because we were number 1. And my coach stopped me while I was walking and said, where are you playing? I said, I ain't playing. I'm going to New York or Tennessee. I was sitting in the stands. He came up to me and said, I'm not supposed to be up here because You're not supposed to be talking to the players. He said, but this is our tryout. Come to this. He came and got me. I took that to my mom. My mom said, go anyway. And that's the reason why I was able to play college basketball, because my coach came and got me. He came and got me regardless of what came out of my mouth. He saw something in me and he came and got me regardless of whether or not he would get a penalty or not. Because what you got to understand is when some people see things, they go get what they want. While other people see it, they wait for it to come to them. You have to make a decision that you're going to be one of those people that go get what you want. Because if you make up in your mind that you're going to go get what you want, you're going to manifest every single thing that you desire in this life. But you got to be willing to go get what you want. How many of you are going to go get what you want? Huh? How many of you are going to go get what you want? You got to go get it. You want that client? Go get them. You can't wait for them to come to you. You have to go get them. That's what you got to do. And you can't be caring about what other people saying or what other people going to think. You can't do that. Because you're going to miss out on what you desire and what you want out of life. And number 5, manifesting through faith in actions. We're still talking about it. Your action is what you do. You know how you be in a relationship, you be like, love is an action word. You keep telling me you love me, but love is an action word. I need to see it. Okay? You telling me you love me don't mean nothing. Y'all know a lot of you in that situation right now with your life. You ain't got no problem saying what you want, but you do got a problem showing yourself that you want it. You have a problem with it being an action. You can say it, you can write it down, but you don't know how to activate it. You don't know how to put it into actions. If you just implement the actions, your life gonna change. But you gotta implement the actions. You gotta make up in your mind and say to yourself, I'm gonna do something different to get something different. God said I can have bigger, better, and greater. So I'm gonna go get the bigger, the better, and the greater. I'm gonna put it in the works, because faith without works is dead. Yeah. I'm not gonna give fear any more authority. I'm not gonna give fear any more power. I'm gonna go get what I'm trying to get. So I hope this helped y'all. So we went over 5 things today. Understanding fear versus faith. Number 2, what God says about the life you desire. Number 3, how to walk it out daily. Number 4, killing the what if mentality. And number 5, manifesting through faith and actions. It's time for you to implement and do something different with your life. I am Coach Samira Lachey with Increased Marketing and Consulting, where we bring business to reality through graphic design, brand strategy and development, business strategy and development, coaching, and client representation. I'm also the founder and owner of Increased Nation United, where we focus on transforming the lives of those raising tomorrow and providing an invitation to an abundant life. If you're saying to yourself, there are a few things. If you're saying to yourself that you're ready to heal, you need to register for Cry and Heal at my website, TamiraLachey.com. TamiraLachey.com. All right? TamiraLachey.com. It's spelled exactly the same in the profile on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, you can go to TamiraLachey.com. All right? TamiraLachey.com. I'm getting ready to put it on the screen here. I'm putting it on the screen here so that you can register. It is free. It's time for you to heal. If you are not going to attend face-to-face, you do have the opportunity to attend virtually. All right. But you have to register. So go to TamiraLachey.com to register. You all tomorrow night. Tiara, I be going so fast, girl. I be excited. I be excited. Tomorrow night, you all, we are doing Become a Great Steward Over Your Finances. If you are saying to yourself, you are ready to change your life financially, you're ready to become more disciplined and more consistent and to become a great steward over your finances, you want to make sure that you are in that class tomorrow night. It will be on Zoom. All you have to do is go to TamiraLachey.com and go to Become a Great Steward Over Your Finances and secure your spot today. Listen, this is your time to show action. And the thing is, it ain't even expensive because I'm determined in this season to help as many people as I possibly can when it comes to manifesting the life that God has really designed for you. But I do know that you need to steward over your finances. So you want to make sure you register for that. If you would like to join us every morning in prayer, January was 4 years. We've been doing prayer every morning, 7:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to touch and agree with some people that believe, DM me or go to the website and we'll get that information over to you so you can join us on prayer. All right. But y'all want to be and become a great steward over your finances. How many of y'all attending that? How many? If you attend and become a great steward over your finances, put in the chat steward. Put in the chat steward if you are attending, become a great steward over your finances. I'm telling you, you're going to be like, whoop, whoop. It's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Marianne. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you got to do is go to TamiraLachey.com and it's there. If you need assistance, just DM me and I can assist you with the process. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be a good class. I'm excited. All right. You all, again, I am Coach Tamira Lachey. I hope that you got something out of today, and I hope that you run with it and you do not give fear any power in this season, that you walk by faith and not by fear. You walk by faith and not by sight, and you go manifest the life that you desire. Until next time, y'all, make sure you following me. If you're not following me, make sure you follow me. All right, y'all, be blessed.